Let's start a watcher run. Okay, card remove, Neos Lament, 18 damage for 12 max HP, or a boss relic. I have an issue with the way this is presented because it says take 18 damage, max HP plus 12, but like, that really isn't what it feels like because you take 6 net damage from this because like the max HP heals you back up, and I wish that there was a way to present this better, like gain 12 max HP, lose 6 current HP, but like, yeah, I guess they had to do it this way to be consistent, because other effects that give you max HP also heal you, so that's the expectation. Probably not picking any of these, probably just picking Boss Relic Swap because we're playing Watcher, but I'll take a look at the map to see if we can get a double snipe or a Mega Elite snipe here. That is a snipeable Mega Elite there. That's like a 75% chance of snipe. We do have to go through 2 shops to do it. It's not a double snipe. We could also theoretically snipe this guy. We have to go through 2 hallway fights to get there, but a bunch of question marks after that. What route are we taking if we take the Boss Relic Swap? A lot of early shops here. I kind of want to end up here, because then we can sort of optionally take this shop. And then if it's like Serpent, we can go take the weak and then get rid of it. Which is nice. Or Shrine of Gold, technically, although that one's rarer. There's a 5 elite path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's nuts. Probably don't want to do that. That seems really scary. But maybe we can. I mean, we are playing Watcher, right? Like, it's possible. There's also 3 fights at the beginning of it, so like, we'll have the right number of cards. I mean, 3 fights, a question mark, and a shop is pretty perfect for the early pathing. If this is a fight, we can like divert to this left path instead of taking a 4th fight. Honestly, like, because we can heal here, we'll probably be able to handle the Mega Elite, and then we're not forced into the rest of it. It's all optional. I mean, once we do this one, we're forced into that one, but yeah, I think we probably should do the 4 fight path. Alright, let's see what the Boss Relic Swap is. If it's not good, if it's like a really bad one, maybe we don't take do the 4 elite path. Like, if it's Sacred Bark, we can't fight 5 elites, but... Alright, that's a good one. Coffee Dripper. Is that a good one? It makes us stronger, but it also, like, if we take damage to these elites, we can't rest and heal it, right? It's Hexagos too, though, so if we're at low health, that's kind of okay. Alright, we're gonna give it a shot. We're not committed to it until, like, way later, anyway. I can't push the button because I'll take damage next turn. I guess I can just Eruption Vigilance, which is more damage than Vigilance Strike, so fine. 4 damage is a nice breakpoint too, because we're going to be weak next turn. Taking 7 damage is not what we needed at the start of the run, if we're planning on doing 5 elites. Okay. Fearpot's nice. Crush Joints is an excellent floor 1 pick. Maybe not the best one. That's probably Empty Hand. Although, I mean, like, the best one is probably Talk to the Hand, right? Talk to the Hand is nuts. Although, it's actually not very good at Act 1 elites, because it does nothing against sentries. It's good against Loga and Gremlin Nub, though. But it's not amazing against Gremlin Nub, because it exhausts, so it doesn't, like, add a lot of damage to the deck. Crush Joints is the obvious pick over these two, though. If we're gonna fight a bunch of elites, we need a bunch of attacks. Alright, Vigilance sets up Crush Joints to get vulnerable, and then I guess we'll just block out. So the vulnerable didn't do anything. Alright, let's blow him up. Perfect Jawworm. That's nice. Second Crush Joints. Against Prostrate and Just Lucky. Prostrate's really nice. I think it's second Crush Joints though here. We're trying to win elite fights. Prostrate's a little bit later in the game. We need to optimize for doing 5 Act 1 elites if we're going to do it. Probably can't afford Shining Light, especially with Coffee Dripper. And still fight a bunch of elites. We could Coffee Dripper and then sort of nope out of the elites. Go to the shop and go left, get some extra fires and fight 2 elites. I feel like it's 1 more fire than the other path. So we're kind of trading 3 elites for a fire. Best cards to upgrade are obviously the 2 Crush Joints, getting 2 stacks and some extra damage. Eruption's nice too. Does Watcher can heal herself? No. I mean, kinda. There's like, you can get relics that heal, right? Like, all of the healing relics, there's a ton of them. Toy Ornithopter, Blood Vial, Birdface Urn, etc. There's also bites that every class can get. So there's a bunch of neutral healing, but Watcher doesn't have any Watcher-specific healing. I think I'm gonna go for it. I really like fighting the light. It's really dangerous though, I probably shouldn't do it. But I'm gonna do it. Defense Strike is kind of what you expect. Wallop and Tantrum are here. We can afford Tantrum Halt. Oh wait, no, we can't quite. Oh man, we're off by like 5 gold. Darn. Prey would have been good if we'd picked the whatchamacallit, Prostrate. What are those white potions? Those are called colorless potions. They give you a random colorless card, or let you choose a colorless card. They're very good, actually. They're not like top tier potions, but you can usually get what you want out of them. Can't quite afford Wallop and Colorless Pot because it's 2 over. We probably just go Tantrum Pass, right? No, Blood Potion is Ironclad only, I believe. Is that true? Because then Ironclad would have 2 Ironclad only potions, because the Exhaust Potion is also Ironclad only. But I think most classes just have 1. Maybe a Blood Potion is neutral. I'm not sure about that. Tantrum doesn't feel super efficient. We could do Wallop Halt. Pick two block cards, basically. Halt feels a lot better if we pick Tantrum, but we can't afford that. I feel pretty good about Wallop Halt, I guess. Wallop's so good. Wallop and Halt both want you to like enter Wrath and then exit it, because Wallop wants you to do extra damage, and then switch back to Calm. So they're both good with Tantrum, I guess is what I'm saying. But we can't afford Tantrum Halt, and Halt's really good. I guess Halt's also a common. I think Wallop's probably more useful for fighting Act 1 elites than Tantrum. And do we want Halt? Yes. Maybe? It's a little bit early for a Halt. We've got our 3 attack cards, so I don't feel terrible picking a block. It's also a nice skill to weave in for crush joints. So we can like halt crush joints wall up. Seems pretty good. Okay. Alright, let's do it. I think we're ready. 34 health. We can't rest though. This is a bad idea. Yeah, it seems like at first blush that Wallop would be worse than Dash, because Dash, like, directly gives you block. But there's a lot of times when Wallop is better, like Wallop can block through Frail, which is pretty valuable. Also, like, if you're in Divinity mode, Wallop does 27 damage. And often quite a bit more. I don't think we're fighting 5 elites. I think I'm just going to go left. I think Face Trader's a no. We are going to some question marks. Quite a few question marks. So if we get the question mark is gold 1, we could make quite a bit of money out of it. The banned ones are quite bad though. Really bad question marks this run. Let's get an upgrade on Wallop. Wallop Plus is quite a bit better than Wallop. There's the Halt Crush Joints combo. Didn't really do anything. Oh, we should be ending turns with a skill. Oops, that's a mistake. I guess we can, like, defend Crush Joint's strike. Pretty sure we don't have lethal, right? Okay. Alright, Wallop blocks out here. So, Wallop and the big strikes. Hopefully we get lethal next turn. Yep. Worship. Game's really trying to get me to go into Divinity. I think I'm finally going to take one. Worship's a great first Divinity card. We also get a second shot at a Halt or a Tranquility. Pretty happy to see Worship. Okay. Let's go into Calm and end the turn. If we erupt now, there's no way to exit next turn, which is scary. So I don't think we do that. I don't want to take 40. Although we can Wallop. Vulnerable Wallop next turn is quite a bit of damage. So it would be 36 damage, and he'd be hitting for 40. Maybe we can rely on that. So we'd, like, defend Crush Joints Wallop. It's a pretty good start. Okay, alright, I'll try it. It's 3 cards, though. We could miss one. We're not unlikely to miss the defend, because there's 2 of them. But if we miss either Crush Joints or Wallop, we'd probably take quite a bit of damage. No, we have Vulnerable Pot. We can't actually miss Vulnerable. So it's just Wallop. Fine. You know what? I'm actually going to restart the fight and Vulnerable Pot now for a better wake up. And yeah, we should definitely end the turn with this skill. Oh my god, I forgot to do it again. Whoops. Nothing to see here. Alright. Okay. So we didn't miss Wallop. We actually just have lethal. Okay, great. There's a Talk to the Hand. That's usually a good card. Okay. You convinced me. White Beast Statue's amazing. Let's go and upgrade that Talk to the Hand. Maybe we should have done the 5 Elite route. We perfected that Lagavulin. And we got an Ancient Pot, so if it'd been Gremlin Knob, we would have been okay. Probably still would have died, though. 54 gold's a pretty low price to pay. Also fine to get rid of a Crush Joints, especially now that we have a Wallop and a Talk to the Hand. Do we just lose a Crush Joints just to get rid of one? Maybe that's the correct answer. Thins out the deck a little bit. Okay. Oh, Shuriken. We got Shuriken and Talk to the Hand plus on floor 11. We got a plan, that's for sure. Let's see if we can pull it off. The Worship is way out of place now, because we just want to be doing, like... We want to get, like, Weaves or something. Alright, defend triple strike is clearly the line here. Take 6. Strike first so we can end the turn with skills. And then get, obviously, lethal. With just Wallop. Okay. Got the Fear Pot back. Empty Body helps us get back Flurry of Blows. We don't have a Flurry of Blows. Do we pick Prey since we have a Worship? Doesn't actually make us go into Divinity any faster. It's still second shuffle. But if we get a Prey and a Prostrate, it's first shuffle. Okay. Sentries. Not going to be able to land Tuck the Hand on them. I guess we do have a Crush Joints, so we could theoretically try and save it. We also have a Vulnerable Pot right now. So we could block for 8 this turn. Okay. I'm gonna Vulnerable Pot the stronger one. No, that's stupid. Talk to the Hand does damage. We need to use that damage to kill people. Wall up. And then let's see if we can find another attack. Yep. I guess we could defend Crush Joints to remove an artifact charge from somebody else. Nah, I'd rather just kill this guy. But wait, we can farm him for health later. Oh wait, we have a Strike Plus. That kills him perfectly. Okay. Efficiency. Or actually we can just wait, because he takes damage at the start of our next turn. No, he attacks next turn. We have to kill him. Okay. I guess I'll play all the cards. He is not dead by the next attack. Need to do 1 more damage. Okay. Now he's dead. Alright, we have collapsed the waveform here. We definitely would not have survived 5 elites. Being at 14 and having 3 more elites to go. I guess we would have been a little bit higher because we wouldn't have fought the, the looter, but not a good idea. If we pick Meditate, we're like hardcore in the establishment synergy package because we've got a worship already. Meditate's also just like a super good card. Bowling Bash is strength scaling, but also multi-procs. Talk to the hand. Just something we need to look for. It's also just really strong, especially in Act 2 when there's lots of AoE fights. Hey, Sir Artemal. I'm doing good. What does Upgraded Worship do? It has the whatchamacallit, retain on it. Who's KGC? KCG. Oh, is that the, like, little red helmet guy you're always emoting with? You were able to put the picture in my head even without the emote. So mission accomplished, I suppose. I need to schedule a playtest with you at some point, but I'm not really ready. So, like, sometime next week, I think is probably the goal. Maybe, like, early next week. But I don't want to get pinned down, because I still need to do some work to get ready. It's going to be a good one, though. The game has changed quite a bit since you played it. Did you play the... No, you haven't played the new version at all. Yeah. It's quite different. I was like gearing up for the big switch over last time you playtested. Yeah, I think we just take Meditate, right? Meditate's super good. Master Reality technically hits in this deck. We've got a Prey, so it hits the Insight. Oh, that's crazy. Meditate's way better. Meditate also combos with the Crush Joints, because it's a skill that ends your turn. Oh no, he stopped streaming for good. Darn. He must have stopped within the past month. This seems problematic. I guess just like Vigilance, Crush Joints, Strike on Sneaky Gremlin. Saves the health. I should have played... I'm actually going to restart the fight to play those in the correct order. We want to play the... Oh wait, no, there's no point in restarting the fight. There's only one... okay, so back when there were 2 Crush Joints in the deck, it would have mattered to end the turn with a skill. So this is better, since I didn't need the vulnerable this turn. But there's only 1 in the deck anymore, so it doesn't matter. We can use Talk to the Hand Strike to kill Fat Gremlin, and then defend to block. I'm worried about the Wizard, though. I guess we have Wallop for Wizard next turn. I think Eruption Wallop is probably happening. Hopefully happening. Nope, just Eruption. You need that skill pot to be good. Empty Mind is super good. So it's Eruption double strike. And like halt and meditate. Yeah, okay. And I guess we just meditate on Eruption again. Hey, Grizzly Bear. Thanks for the subscription. Wow, how are you on a 7-month streak? That's incredible. Supposed to say thanks for loafing around, but I'm shocked. So you've been subscribed since April. That's 7 months ago? Yeah. So because the endpoints are inclusive, so it's April through October. That's incredible. Yeah. Way to be, man. Appreciate it. Well, thank you so much. Give back all the love. That's amazing. Really touches my heart. People sticking around, enjoying the content. Game's coming great. It's slow going. Like making video games is just super hard, but it's coming really well. So I've been working on like what I was teasing Sir Artemal with is like previously there were sort of two prototypes, or there was like two sort of branches of the prototype. There was like a core game that had gone through a bunch of iterations, and I found the place that was pretty fun. And then there was like a metagame that I was kind of playing around with stuff in. And so I've since combined them. So there's like one game where you have like actual progression through it now. And yeah, lots of exciting stuff, skill trees and all that business. Coming along. Like Water's really good. We have Meditate, so Like Water's really likely to land. Pretty much going to end every turn in Calm if we can help it. And it's a little extra way of blocking, which is kind of what Watcher wants to do. Okay. We can't rest because of Coffee Tripper, so I guess we're taking an upgrade. Meditate and Like Water have good upgrades. Crush Joints has a good one. Ooh, do I think Balor chair is really comfortable? I really do think it is comfortable. It looks so soft and like fuzzy. And I'm just like, he's just like sitting in a beanbag all the time. Basically, it's just like a little stabilized beanbag. It's pretty great. We could also upgrade Worship to help us go into Divinity at more predictable times. We might be a little bit behind on damage here. It's possible we should upgrade like Eruption or Strike to try to catch up on damage. But I think I'm a little bit worried about health, so I'm going to upgrade the Like Water. He says in one of his like channel points reward, yeah, our main source of damage is like Wallop Plus. You couldn't see it on that screen because it was already upgraded, and that was the upgrade screen, but Wallop Plus does quite a bit. We need that to be doing triple damage basically, so we need to be like Wrath, Vulnerable, Walloping, which is not what's happening here. Good to get Like Water online, and Wallop does less damage than 2 strikes, so I'll do the 2 strikes. We do also have Shuriken, so Vigilance blocks out. I guess we have enough energy that we can like Eruption, Strike, Halt, Vigilance. So I will do that. Gonna need to get some more Shuriken procs. Can't do it this turn. Worship or Pray? I think Worship, because then next time we see it, we can go into Divinity. I guess Divinity actually turns off Like Water, which I didn't consider. Kind of a bad thing. We're going really slow here. This is bad. It's not going well. We're not scaling up very quickly either. Seeing some warning signs here. Okay, this is a good turn. At least. I guess we go into Divinity for this turn. Yeah, that's some good damage. Okay, I don't feel behind anymore. And then we meditate back the Crush Joints for the Wallop next turn. guess Strike is a fine way to spend energy. So Insight's going to help us even out those Shuriken procs a little bit. But looks like we got there. Okay, cool. We perfected Hexaghost. That's nice. Devotion seems good. Alpha's here too. I don't think we're picking Alpha. I think Devotion's good, but I'm not 100% sure. I guess Devotion means that we go into Divinity every shuffle for sure. Even if it only procs once. Second chance at Master Reality, in case we've got Skipper's Remorse. I do not have Skipper's Remorse, so... if we take in the other Master Reality, the Alpha would be a little bit better. Which is another reason I'm glad I didn't take the other Master Reality, because Devotion's the best card. Ancient Pot isn't doing a lot for us. It's primarily useful here for stopping Hex from Chosen early in Act 2. That's a pretty big synergy. Stopping Hex is pretty nice. But Colorless Potion's probably better, right? Maybe Blessing of the Forge isn't good. We have a lot of upgrades. We only really upgrade, like, Worship and Meditate with Blessing of the Forge. I guess, like, Defends and stuff, too. Halt. So yeah, let's just get rid of the Blessing of the Forge. Not super helpful. Runic Pyramid. What are you doing here? So we could just... We don't even need to upgrade Worship. We can just retain it naturally. Yeah, Runic Pyramid is super good with Divinity Wallop decks. Because you can just wallop whenever you need the block. Also here is Violet Lotus. So we could try it and enter and exit lots of times a turn. Have Violet Lotus give us a bunch of energy. Get a bunch of Shuriken procs. Hit Talk to the Hand a bunch. Which is exciting. Fusion Hammer would be kind of disastrous, because then we would have nothing to do at rest sites. And that's a fairly important resource to have in the game. We would just be able to recall once and then hope we found a shovel. So that one's not happening. Runic Pyramid isn't amazing because we already have Meditate. And, can we lose Coffee Dripper? I think that the only things that remove relics are, like, Naloth. The Naloth event removes relics. And I think he can't target boss relics. So I think we can never lose Coffee Dripper. So I guess it's Violet Lotus then. We do enter Calm quite a bit with Meditate. We have two Calm enters, Vigilance and Meditate. You've seen the loss take a Pandora's Box. Wow. There's no relic that replaces your start relic. Oh, you mean the like Holy Water? You can only be offered that if you have the prerequisite for it. Yeah, Violet Lotus is really good. I think it's probably the pick here, but I'm struggling to not pick the Runic Pyramid. Runic Pyramid is just game-breakingly good. Runic Pyramid can open you up to some vulnerabilities. Sometimes you end up not drawing 5 cards a turn. Sometimes you end up with your hand full of wounds. And that is particularly dangerous in the Heart Fight, where you're going to have some extra statuses. Also dangerous in, like, Book of Stabbing and other fights. Anything with Taskmaster. Do we need the extra energy? We have 4 from Coffee Dripper. This kind of makes us a 5 energy deck. I think that is you and Ansbana, because we haven't dropped any packets the entire stream, actually. Totally rock stable. Rock steady, I think is what I was going for there. Rock stable. I guess rocks are pretty stable, except for those rocks, like, if you're hiking, you step on a rock and it, like, shifts a little bit. Yeah, so Pyramid's really good with Divinity. Violet Lotus is really good for stance changing. So we kind of have elements of both, right? Like the Shuriken and the Talk to the Hand say pick the Violet Lotus. The Worship and the Wallop say pick the Runic Pyramid. But who talks louder? Don't know. Who would Coffee Dripper rather listen to? I think Coffee Dripper would rather listen to Talk to the Hand Shuriken. I think Talk to the Hand is a stronger defensive package than Divinity Wallop. Divinity Wallop is nice, but it's inconsistent until Act 4. And even then, difficult to get online. Whereas Talk to the Hand is pretty easy to get online, and we already have one. So I think we're going to go with Violet Lotus, because the Coffee Dripper indicates that we have more synergy with the Talk to the Hand build than the Divinity one. But very close there. Either one is easily a winnable seed. Okay. Don't really want to go to shops because we don't have very much money. We can go to a shop. Generally, I don't like allow myself to go to shops unless I have at least 180 gold, because 180 gold is the max price for a shop relic. And there are some shop relics where you're like, I have to pick this card right now. Like Clockwork Souvenir and Orange Pellets. Or like Brimstone sometimes. But we have enough money that we could go to a shop, and it looks like we're being forced into a shop unless we go specifically here. So can we go specifically here? End up with 3 fights, and then we go there. Could be a 3 elite route if we're feeling strong. If we're not, get an extra upgrade. Optional Mega Elite. This route's pretty nice too. Also 3 elites. Also gets a fire, but doesn't have to fight the Mega Elite. But it does force us into a shop. But it's a shop after a couple of more fights, so we have a little bit more money. This is the most money shop. These are both on the 2nd floor of the act. This way has the most question marks. 2 fights is the easy pool. That's kind of nice. It's a 2 elite act, but we get 2 fires, which is more than the other routes. I think I like this middle route. The right route just seems really dangerous. It's going to encourage us to go fight that Mega Elite, and we might not win that. How much do we want question marks? We don't have Golden Idol, so they're not like amazing. We also have an upgraded strike and an upgraded defend. So Ancient Writing is a little bit worse than normal. I'd still take the upgrades. That'd be really nice still, but still worse than normal. I'd take Bites. I think probably no on Apparitions, though. Shuriken Bites is always weird, because you want to use the Bites to get back to full health, but then Shuriken is, like, forcing you to kill people. I guess you could just play 2 attacks a turn, and then Shuriken doesn't matter. I just want to get 2 elites without fighting a Mega Elite. Mega Elites are scary. Maybe we fight an Act 2 Mega Elite? I don't know. I don't think we have enough AoE to handle an Act 2 Mega Elite. Because if it's like Slavers, we're kind of in trouble. So let's go up the middle. Okay, Shelled Parasite. Ouch. Vigilance is always getting played. Should probably play it last, though. Is it Prey or Strike Minus? I guess we can, like, Prey Meditate. And then go into Divinity sooner. meditate the prey, obviously. So then it's like vigilance, spray, meditate is the whole turn. But strike isn't doing much because it's just taking armor. Okay. Crush Joint's Wallop seems great. Let's do that. I guess I'll fit a strike in first. Okay. Didn't even play the Pram. This seems bad. Let's try to make it better. Like water does some block. Yeah, like water defend plus does it. Okay. And worship. Is it so-called easy pool fight? Doesn't seem easy to me. Yeah, this is an easy pool fight. The hard pool version of this fight is Shelled Parasite and what are those little rats called? Fungi Beast. Act 2's kind of got a weird philosophy where it's like there's a bunch of single monsters in the easy pool, and the hard pool is just those single monsters with something else. So like Chosen's in the easy pool, and then like Chosen plus Bird is in the hard pool. We can block for 13 with Talk to the Hand, Strike, Double Defend. I think that's good enough. Let's Talk to the Hand down. I guess I could have just Talked to the Hand, Triple Defended. Oh wait, the Like Water. Devotion goes into Divinity next turn. If we like Wallop Meditate, we could guarantee a Divinity Wallop next turn. I don't need the avocado anymore. It's full of adventurers. This blocks for 15, so we take 6. I guess we could just defend Wallop Meditate. That blocks out. Hey, Sherwins. And then we get a probably Divinity Wallop next turn, although we have to draw Worship. Okay. Was Strike Wallop better? Probably was, yeah, because I defended there. That's unnecessary. So let's, like, Eruption Worship here. I guess with Halt, because why not? Oh, lethal. Great. Okay. Second Like Water. If the first one is good, I should probably get a second one, right? What's my limit for Like Water pluses? I think it's like 3 at least. Okay. Dex Pot versus these, I think no. These are both good. We can pick a Waffle, heals us for quite a bit. How good are we at triggering Art of War? Got 4 strikes, an Eruption, Crush Joints, Wallop. Talk to the Hand. Talk to the Hand and Shuriken make Like Water hard to trigger. I kind of like Empty Fist and Tranquility. This Tiny Chest is early enough, it's probably going to proc maybe even twice. Is it ever pressure points? Great question. I love specifically the question, is it ever pressure points? It's like exactly how I would ask the question. And it's a relevant question. I think it's probably not here, because we have like Divinity, and pressure points doesn't scale with Divinity. We also have like Talk to the Hand and Shuriken, so we've got a pretty specific like attack-focused damage plan. And adding sources of damage that aren't specifically attacks is bad. But good question. It's pressure points sometimes. I think it's pressure points if you've got like a deck that scries a lot, particularly, because then you can like scry back to your pressure points in the fights where it's relevant. and you can scry away the pressure points in the fights where it isn't relevant. So if we Empty Fist Tranquility card remove, that makes me feel pretty good about where we're at. Waffle. Waffle is pretty decent. I don't hate Waffle. Maybe you're right. We also have a Coffee Dripper, so getting a source of healing is pretty rare. Which is better, claws or pressure points? I think it's claw by a lot. I mean, they kind of have the same vibe, right? They're very, very self-synergistic damage scaling cards. But, like, it's a lot easier to have a claw deck that, like, has other plans, whereas pressure points is just really difficult to fit into your Watcher decks. But yeah, all the things that that Sherwin's saying is true too. It's like really difficult to evaluate cards of different classes. Yeah, I think you can have a pressure points in your deck. You don't have to have 5 of them. It's great if you have 5 of them. But like you shouldn't pick pressure points unless you're okay just having 1 of them. So how much does Claw heal us, or Claw heal us for? How much does Waffle heal us for here? Takes us up to 75, so it heals us for 34. It's pretty nice. It's basically we get to buy a rest. It's like a little bit better than a rest even. It's like we get to buy an Ironclad rest. Yeah, it's true. Artifact charges and fights that split are a bit of a problem for pressure points. But honestly, pressure points scale so fast that, like, if you're a Watcher deck and you're doing like Deva form cut through fate stuff where you're like playing 100 cards a turn, then like if a couple of those cards are pressure points, it starts scaling up really quickly, and pressure points starts doing like 48 damage per pressure points. Or what's it? It's up to 16 when it's upgraded? No, it's 11. So it's like you'd end up doing a 44 really quickly. And like having 1 energy do 44 damage is nuts, right? Yeah, I think Waffle is probably better than Tranquility, Empty Fist. These are both commons, so we'll see them again. Card remove's not amazing. Do we ever go right here? Go fight a Mega Elite. Same number of fires, slightly fewer question marks, though. Fewer question marks. Actually, is it fewer? Because there's 3 here. And that's a lot. So it's 3... 4? Yeah. And then this way is 2... 3, so it's actually more question marks if we go right. Although, wait, we'd have to skip a fire to get these 3. That's not happening. It might happen, because this fire, we can't rest there, right? So we might skip an upgrade to get 3 question marks. Yeah, I think we probably would do that. So they have the same number of fires. Both ways get 1 fire, because we'd skip this one. Oh wait, this way has 2. So this way actually has more fires. So 2 upgrades, 2 elites versus an extra question mark, 1 fewer upgrades, and a Mega Elite. Is the Mega Elite good or bad? I don't even know. I think it's bad. I think we don't want to go there. Okay, alright. Figured it out. Alright, we found Chosen. Let us finally use the Ancient Pot for something. I think we're just going to do the damage and not try and get a vulnerable. Gets the strength, too. Okay. Gotta like water down, play a worship, seems fine. The damage. Oh, I should have played the halt at the end of the turn. I guess it doesn't matter because we've already found the crush joints, but still. Like water, defend, meditate's good. I guess if we're gonna meditate, we might as well eruption. And we can play the whole hand. No, we can play everything but the Eruption. Or we can skip the Eruption and skip one other card. I'd rather not take 10, so I'll take 5 and skip the Eruption. Or we could skip Devotion, I guess. Yeah, because we can just meditate back the, If we play the Devotion and meditate back a Wallop, we can Divinity Wallop next turn. That seems like a good plan. Okay. Alright then. That depends on destroying prey, but we're likely to do that. Alright. I've heard Divinity Wallop is good. There's that Tranquility we almost bought. Do we take it now? Also, hi WPI Artie. I don't think I welcomed you. Do I even want it? I'd much rather have like a inner piece, but that's not being offered here. We do have 2 copies of Lykewater, so I think we're a little bit light on Calm Enters. Just the Meditate and the Vigilance is not quite enough. So it's nice to have a backup plan. Tranquility is nothing if not a backup plan. We have 4 strikes still. No extra strikes. Pretty easy Sapphire key pick usually for Strike Dummy. We are about to go fight an Elite. It'd be nice to have a Power Spike right now. And Strike Dummy gives us quite a bit of extra damage. You hate Strike Dummy? Why? What about Lightning Strike? The scaling is immense. Meteor Strike gets like 4% extra damage. It is boring. Well, it's kind of fun though, because it like the text in the name of a card is never relevant except for Strike Dummy. I fear for the... I would never make a relic like this, because I would be afraid of localization problems. I'm sure there were localization problems with this, where they had to, like... There was some Russian card where they, like, translated Meteor Strike a different way or something, and they had to, like... They had to tell them that... They'd, like, go back and change the name of the card or something. Yeah, Damaro would be cool. We don't really need it, though. I think we're going to be fine through this Elite. Hyper Beam guy should be okay. So I'll take the key. Are we going to a shop anytime? We are not. We don't have any curse synergy, so I'll just take the gold. Okay, take the small amount of gold, I guess. Triple defend crush joints, I guess, is the play. I'm gonna use a colorless spot too. Hard to imagine getting a better turn for it. We can secret weapon for whatchamacallit? Talk to the hand. Do I even want to play Talk to the Hand though? Maybe I just deep breath and draw 1 card. I don't know what the card is that makes that good. Mind Blast does 17 damage for 0. It's possible Mind Blast plus Attack Bot kills him. That's true. Alright. So 17 plus, what would it be? 8? Yeah, it'd be plus 8, so it'd be 25. 25 plus 8 is 33. So Red Slaver would have 17 health left. So if this card does like 12 or more. How many attacks do 12? Or we could switch to Blue Slaver if it's only, like 8 damage or something. Yeah, okay. Talk to the hand. Signature move actually hits. So Crush Joint's signature move actually almost kills him by itself. It doesn't quite. It's off by a tiny amount, which is irritating. And Talk to the Hand is not enough damage. So I guess we take signature move because we're gonna play it, but oh wait, it is enough. Yeah, Crush Joint's signature move is enough by itself, so then we can Mind Blast somebody else. Okay, so let's defend. Crush Joint's you. We'll end the turn with signature move. Mind Blast you. Actually, we want to end with the defend, just in case somehow we get an extra Crush Joints. Okay. Yeah, for some reason I thought 30 with vulnerable was 40, but 40 is the upgrade on signature move, not the vulnerable damage. If that makes sense. Well, we can't block at all this turn. And we meditate for what? Strike plus, I guess. Strike plus kills him. I guess strike minus kills him too because of the Mercury Hourglass, but come with Eruption and then go in on the other guy. End with like water. Or end with defend, rather. We're only taking 2, but I'd like to take 0. Okay. Got through it. Cost some health. Tori's really nice. If we'd bought the pressure points, we could have a pressure points plus now. That'd be something. Wallop is really good, but it was basically just insert card here in that fight. Any damage card would have done it. I feel like it's a little bit late for Bowling Bash. Bowling Bash like just missed its opportunity. Last floor it would have been great. This floor now it's like only really good if this is Gremlin Leader. It is really good, but it's mostly good during Act 2 elites, and we just did half of our Act 2 elites. Huh, never too late for Bowling Bash? I don't know about that. What if you got a Bowling Bash from the Spire Sisters fight? Would you take a Bowling Bash for the heart? Seems really bad in the heart fight. Hey, why are you yelling? Remember earlier this morning when you were just curled up into a little ball? That was nice. You've been summoned to Coconut. Sorry for putting the microphone cord in your face, Coconut. We're fighting Collector. Oh, we should elevate Coconut into a visible position. Ouch, she's scratching me. Yeah, she's a good kid. Good job, Coconut. You're internet famous, did you know that? Everybody on the internet knows about you. That's true, it is good against Collector. Good point. Triggers talk to the hand a bunch. Scales with Shuriken. She's very old. She's like 20 years old. Okay, there you go. Meow. Okay, alright. I've been convinced. Let's grab it. We need more attacks. We have Shuriken stuff, so let's do it. Highest priority upgrades are what? Halt's got a good one. Worship, meditate. We don't really need the worship upgrade a ton. As long as we just like play all the cards when we see them. We go into Divinity in the first shuffle. So we don't super need to hold worship. Tranquility gets decosted to 0, which is nice. It's net plus 30 energy with the Violet Lotus, which is nice. 20 rolls in 20 sidereal years. It's like she has orbited the sun 20 times. That word is spelled sidereal, so I always have trouble saying it out loud, but it's pronounced sidereal, I believe. Yeah, meditate's super good. I think it's probably like meditate or eruption here are the picks. No, we don't need eruption because it's we've got the Violet Lotus energy, so we're not super super constrained. I don't see what the point of upgrading devotion is. It just gets one extra mantra, and that doesn't really hit any breakpoints for us because we've got 10 mantra on the first shuffle, so getting one extra is kind of doesn't have much value. I guess if we get 2 devotion ticks and worship, it's a little bit better than we could get into Divinity a couple extra ways that way. If we get devotion plus and pray plus, we could do 2 ticks and a pray, which is quite good because then we don't have to play worship at all. But that's 2 upgrades away. And I'd rather hit a breakpoint right now than later. So I think it's going to be Meditate. Meditate Plus is quite a different card than regular Meditate. Okay. Here's that starting with Devotion plan. We got 5 energy, so we'll just play all the stuff. Is it worth it to play Tranquility? Curry's energy for future turns. But we might end up just playing Vigilance on future turns. I don't have a lot of value in holding on to the Tranquility, though. Sure enough, there's Vigilance. This stink, let's draw more. Okay. Eruption Halt seems good. Fit in a bowling batch while we're there. Great. Take 1. We could worship to go into Divinity. Did they kill us previous round? My memory doesn't last that long. Seems like we can get Talk to the Hand on Mystic and kill Centurion here. This does 18 when we're in Divinity, so we can just like worship Crush Giant's Talk to the Hand on Mystic and strike Centurion. Seems great. Oh, we kill both. Okay, great. Yeah, I also like lethal. Wave the Hand is amazing. We should probably pick that. We have Talk to the Hand. Wave the Hand also is like sneaky good with Like Water. Just having that extra proc of Wave the Hand at the end of the turn, it makes Wave the Hand feel a lot better. Teardrop Locket. We got the combo. Violet Lotus Teardrop Locket. Definitely doesn't feel like we need the Tranquility anymore, but oh well. All right, what's the next upgrade? Probably Wave the Hand. Wave the Hand is nuts. Maybe we don't need it. Maybe it's like Crush Joints instead. Nah, it's got to be Wave the Hand. Wave the Hand is such a good upgrade. It's like you get to play 2 Wave the Hands. Do we ever go to the fire here? No, we need more relics. these guys. Vigilance defend blocks out. We could Dex pot Vigilance to block out and then fit in Worship and Crush Joints. I think we're going to use this potion in this fight, so let's use it now. Since we get some extra mantra out of it. Oof. Bowling Bash does 21 damage. That kills Fat Gremlin. And then Defend Like Water block for 12. Yikes. Let's dip into this Power Pot and see if we can block... Ooh, Establishment. Like Water also blocks for 5 here. I think we're pretty obligated to pick Like Water, unfortunately. Establishment is so nuts in this deck. With the... I guess it's just the Meditate. I keep thinking that Worship gets decosted, but it doesn't because it's not upgraded. So it's just Meditate that does busted stuff. But Meditate's the main like combo with Establishment anyway. Tranquility technically combos. Alright, let's take a Like Water. Alright. We want to end our turn with the skill because we still have... No, it's gone. Okay. It's rude of him to hit for 10. We could Devotion Pray to go into Divinity next turn. We have Wallop probably coming next turn. Maybe not. I guess it's a 50-50. Slightly better than 50-50 after the Insight goes in. Well, those are all definitely happening. The only question is these two. Which one or both? I think probably both. Okay. So walloping on leader here seems great. Let's go ahead and develop Talk to the Hand on leader too. And then go ahead and off some of these little guys. Okay. Good Divinity turn. Eruption finishes the Shield Gremlin off. And then I guess we meditate. We can take back both Divinity cards and go into Divinity again next turn. We have an Insight, so that we can draw some extra cards. We're gonna have to do 4 mantra, so yeah, we'd need both. Or we could take back, like, Wallop. He could be attacking again next turn. I'll split the difference and take back Wallop and Worship. Yeah, he is attacking. What a jerk. So it's probably like Eruption Wallop. We can use Eruption to kill the Sneaky Gremlin. Unless we have Lethal. 10 plus 26 is 36. We actually did get both of the Divinity cards, so we can Divinity Wallop. So we do 10 damage with Eruption, and then we go into Divinity. Wallop hits for 39. Strike Plus hits for 30. Yep, that's 69. That'll do it. I'll let Eruption get the kill. Dreamcatcher is totally useless because we have a Coffee Dripper. Never happen. Fasting, Blasphemy, and Flurry of Blows. Seems like Flurry of Blows needs to get in the deck. Fasting's pretty good too, though. We have 4 energy, so we have some energy to burn. And Fasting makes like Talk to the Hand Shuriken shenanigans better. We just like focus on Shuriken and we get a million stats. But Flurry of Blows helps us actually proc Shuriken, which I think is something we need. We've been struggling to proc Shuriken much. And we change stances a ton. Although sometimes we change stances with Meditate, which like draws Shuriken and then discards it immediately, or draws Flurry and discards it immediately. Let's see. Yeah, also, like, we enter with, at the beginning of the combat, that also doesn't ever draw Flurry. So our only ways of actually drawing Flurry are, like, Vigilance, Eruption, and Tranquility. And, I guess, Divinity. We do Divinity a lot, though. Alright, let's take a Flurry. Yeah, we don't have any specific synergy with the fasting. We don't have any orange pellets or anything. Blasphemy is also here. Probably shouldn't ignore that. We have a really reliable way of getting into Divinity already. Blasphemy is kind of an extra side plan. Don't really need that. Alright, Flurry it is. Oof. Triple Cultist. That's tough. Okay. We're playing all the cards. Get Talk to the Hand develop on one of them and focus down on a different one. So we can farm the Talk to the Hand one for block later. Worship Prey goes into Divinity right now. And then we can wall up somebody for 39 and block out. I mean, I guess so, right? We can even Eruption first. Get 10 extra damage. Actually, if we make them... If this does 30 damage, we can kill one of them with it. So we could, like, hit him for 39, kill him, and these guys hit us for 24. Yeah, that seems fine. This archetype is so silly. Come at me, cultists. What are you gonna do? So we just hope this is enough block because we can't do anything else. It isn't. They came at me. Alright, we made a bad plan and got punished. It's okay. Hey Zendra, runs are going good. This is our second run of the day, which is a little bit disappointing. Our defect got killed in Act 2. But you know, we're just trucking through it. This one's kind of a tough one because we started with Coffee Dripper, so we're like struggling to stay alive a little bit. Got some pretty good stance changing stuff though. This is the third pressure points we've been offered in like 10 floors. Could have picked all of them and been a contender. Second Prey is an option here. I think we're probably going to pass that. We go into Divinity quite a bit already. I don't really need to spend another card on that. Crush Lance is a no. Snake Plant. Yeah, Dreamcatcher is totally useless. Pretty unfortunate there. Are we dead? I guess we like weak pot and then he hits us for 18. Vigilance halt blocks for 11. So yeah, we have to dupe pot the Vigilance. I guess we could dupe pot Worship too. No, that doesn't help us. It makes us go into Divinity, but... Gosh, we have to spend both potions to avoid dying on turn 1 to a Snake Plant. That's Coffee Dripper living right there. We are gonna die. Weak pot's always happening. I think for 18. Vigilance halt blocks for 11. He would kill us exactly. So yep, we have to dupe pot. That's rough. I think I'm gonna strike Prey over Worship. Lakewater Wallop does most of the work. In fact, we are blocked out. Blocked for 19. Toss in a Bowling Bash there too. All my beautiful potions, they're gone. Wave of the Hand will proc once at the end of the turn. Are we willing to go into Wrath mode? Tranquility and Meditate save us. Got an Insight, so we draw 7 cards. Doesn't really gain us that much, just does a little bit of damage right now. I guess it gets too weak as well. I think we actually should go into Wrath, because we might get Flurry next turn, and we might need to, like, Flurry, Calm, Flurry to generate Talk to the Hand block to survive it. Okay. So he's actually hitting for 18, not 36. So no need to panic. And we kill him next turn. Okay. Darn, I wanted to strike to get an extra strength for my Wallop. Kablam! Gave us a potion back. That's nice of her. Empty Body Plus actually seems really good. We have lots of stances, lots of Calm Mentors. We start in Calm, and we have a Flurry of Blows now. And we need like some effects that block for us because we're at 7. We basically have to like never take damage in this run. I like that you're playing a Lakewater Divinity package. That's not weird. Come on, man. It's Lakewater for the turns when you're not playing Divinity, and it's Wallop for the turns when you are in Divinity. Okay. But we do need a little bit more block cards to fill in the gaps here, so that we don't die to Centurion Mystic again. I guess we could have considered Vulnerable Pot before the Crush Joints there. Down to 6. No attacks this turn is helpful. Okay. I feel like Veg plays the weirdest decks is the best recommendation I've ever gotten. That's like, that's gold. I want to watch the person who plays the weirdest decks. You're like making me a fan of myself, Redbeardy. Okay. Let's go ahead and toss a Prey in there too, why not? Okay. Lakewater's gonna block out this turn. Who do we put Talk to the Hand on? Probably going into Divinity next turn. So if we like Divinity, Strike Eruption, do we kill Centurion? I think we just need damage, weirdly. What am I talking about? We're gonna kill them both next turn. Alright. So we need 20 damage to kill Centurion. And I think we're probably killing Mystic with Crush Joints and Wallop. Insight draws these 2 cards. Seems like enough damage to kill Centurion. So Divinity, Crush Joints, Wallop kills you, Flurry, Insight, and anything kills you. Okay. 2 Arties, a standard for heavy artillery. What? Could take a 3rd like water. I said earlier that my limit was 3. I meant like water pluses. I don't know if I want another like water minus. We do have Teardrop Locket, so even on turn 1, like waters do block, which is nice. We could pick one and then upgrade it at the last campfire. I don't think there's anything else we're desperate to upgrade. Eruption's probably the next upgrade if we don't do that. Maybe Halt. This deck needs a Tantrum and a Rushdown. And like a lot fewer cards. Sure. You know nothing about purple. What is it like versus the plus version? I assumed when you said purple you were talking about Watcher, but now the plus version. That I have no idea what you're talking about. But welcome Lurker 3. And thanks for your direct relief to charity in 2018. Alright. Oh, like water versus like water plus. I see. I see. Yeah, it blocks for 7 versus 5. That's the difference. Let's go ahead and power pot. We're not going to vuln pot this fight, probably. It'd be nice to get started strong here. An extra like water. I mean, I don't hate it. Fasting's nice too. We'd go to 3 energy next turn if we play fasting, which sounds really awkward. I'm just gonna take a 4th like water. And then, of course, immediately leave Calm, like one would do. For this we started Calm, but just because of Teardrop Locket. Yeah. You got it. Okay, a lot of ways to get into Calm here. We got a Bowling Bash. These guys are stealing some cards. They're gonna steal... Uh-oh. Uncommons, which includes Like Waters, Prey, Wallop, Wave of the Hand, and Talk to the Hand. Those are all kind of disasters. I need all those cards. Maybe the Prey they can have. I can just kill one. I don't think there's any world where we don't kill one. Unless we, like, need that energy for blocking, but we don't. And then let's do some energy manipulation so that we can play the rest of the cards. And just assume that makes us survive. It does. We can take back Worship, and then we are in Divinity next turn. Worship Bowling Bash is pretty cool. Okay. Not my Wave of the Hand, no. I guess we're going to start working away on his artifact charges. They actually are fairly important. If we can get them all down and then talk to the hands, that would be great. We can't do that until next shuffle, though, because we'd have to crush joints him twice. And that seems difficult to do. Is Divinity gain 3 energy or double your energy? It is gain 3 energy. Gain 3 energy and triple your damage, so it's got some 3-based numerology in there. Speaking of entering Divinity, Blow Blam. Let's do that. And, I guess we have to block for 8 by doing something. We could kill him with Bowling Bash right now. Makes Bowling Bash quite a bit worse in the fight. don't hate just getting 60 damage with it. How much is this? This is 35? No, it's 45. If we Vuln Pot, can we like kill him with a strike or something? No, definitely not. I guess this is fairly efficient. Oh wait, we get Wave of the Hand back too. Wave of the Hand helps remove the last artifact charge, which is amazing. Okay, so that plus this will remove the last artifact charge, which is super duper good. And then we can use Vulnerable to get rid of the actual last one, and then we can land Talk to the Hand. Neat. Okay, so Vuln Pot, Talk to the Hand, Wallop, and some defense blocks out. Yeah, we should be home free from there. We're obviously a little bit slow, but Insight draws these two cards. They are terrible, but I guess playable. And I'll end with a skill. 4 Crush Joints. And this is the turn we dive. Cool. We do block for 26 with at the end of the turn. Maybe we somehow survive this. Eruption, Halt, Vigilance is the most block, I think. Oh wait, no, it's Vigilance, Eruption, Halt, Strike, Meditate is the most block. But it's like definitely not enough, right? Yeah, we died exactly. Oh man, that's too bad. I have trouble with Coffee Dripper decks. I know that Coffee Dripper, like intellectually, I know Coffee Dripper is really good, and it makes your win rate go up. But I struggle with it. We weren't really offered any like marginal healing stuff. We weren't offered bites or anything like that, so we didn't like skip anything. But just like we just got wore down in hallway fights. I think we just needed to build the deck to front load our block a little bit more. The like waters come online a little bit too slowly, so we lose a lot of health before that happens, and we just perfecting the hyper elite guys is not super easy. Yeah, like a draw would have been. I much would have preferred this to be like a Weave Cut Through Fate build than a Flurry stance changing. Empty Mind would have been amazing, obviously. Yeah, lots of inner Peace would have been good. Cut Through Fate would have been good. I can't believe we got Talk to the Hand down on Hyper Beam guy. That's really difficult. I guess if we'd landed some weak with Wave of the Hand, we could have won. This was close, but wasn't quite able to survive the marginal health loss of late Act 2. Darn, so we lost 2 today.